Hello sunshines, welcome to Bunnyfish Crafts. I'm your host Heather, known as Bunnyfish on all of the internet places. My glasses are sitting funny over my other glasses, it's fine. Hello. Today is August the 31st of August 2025 and I am sitting in a parking lot because my oldest kiddo works at a haunted house, and today is the open house for the haunted house. So like paperwork party basically and orientation. So I'm hanging out here and they just sent me a text saying that a third of the zombies from last year are here, so I hope that means that's good. So yeah, I have about 2 hours of car time, I guess, unless my kid doesn't need to be here for the whole thing. We're not sure. I tried to ask and answers were unclear, so that's fine. But it's really pretty here. I have this lovely view. Did I say we're at an apple orchard? That's where the haunted house lives. So it's nice. I'm just chilling in the parking lot for a couple hours. I might go into the market. I might not. We'll see. I'll go in if my kid wants to go to the market. But there is like a kind of main highway, not highway, like a main road, a main country road behind me, so it's a little bit noisy-ish for you guys, I guess. I'm sorry. My plans are to work on my secret project and to work on my kiddos' thigh highs. I did manage to get it to the place where I could put in the 9-inch circular, so now it's going to be zoom. So yeah, I'll be working on this and also my secret project, trading off between a little bit here and there on each project. And I'm also going to be reading, because I finished in the wee hours of the night last night, Kindred. So good. Like, sad, but so good. So I am going to read Emily Wilde's Map of the Otherlands. Technically, I started reading this a few weeks ago or a month ago or something, technically, but I only read the first couple pages. So I'm not counting that start because I have to reread the first couple pages because I don't remember what I read. So I'm starting this today. And I'm excited. I really liked the first Emily Wilde book. So I was excited to see that they were making another one. It's still Sunday. I'm at home now. It was lovely being in the parking lot for 2 hours. In addition to the things that I mentioned, I also wrote some of a letter back to a pen pal, which was nice. Yesterday, I finished the little bunny that I had been using as a receptacle for all of my ends. So here are my ends from the bunny. So I had talked last month sometime, I think, about the skirt that I knit for my daughter that had felted and no longer fit her, and how she wanted to donate it, but I didn't want to donate it because I wanted to reclaim the indie dyed yarn at the bottom. And I had mentioned how I was going to maybe make another toy thing for school. So I did. I cut out something. I'm thinking maybe an owl. I'm thinking I could cut this off and have this be wings. That's my thought. Because, like, this yarn is felted. This is, what am I using in my blanket? I don't know. I'll talk about that later. I do have a square to put into my blanket because I finished a book yesterday. So at some point in this vlog, I will show you that yarn. But it felted. And it said that it was machine washable on cool, but this must have gotten in hot at some point. So anyway, I want this yarn back for scrappy projects, not for like a project, but I just want it back. So I'm going to cut it out slowly. This is going to be a process. I don't need it back at a certain time. But yeah, I did sew up the owl, and I decided that I would use the wrong side for the outside of the owl. I just like the way that it looked better. I don't know. For a toy, I think this will work better. And so now this will be, being stuffed with ends for months and months and months, and eventually end up in my treasure box at school.
Hello, sunshines. It is Thursday, the 5th of September, and this is not at all crafting related, but it is life related. My littlest started high school this week, and she is loving it. But she has also this week started making me breakfast every morning, which is amazing and delicious. She's brought me breakfast in bed the past 3 days. Well, 2 days and today. Today, it's a cheese omelet. Yesterday was blueberry pancakes with cut up strawberries and bananas. And the day before was French toast with cut up blueberries, strawberries, and bananas. I can't be trusted to feed myself on the regular, except lunch. I always eat lunch at school. Maybe not a full lunch. I always eat something for lunch at school. But like breakfast and dinner, they can't be trusted. So this is really nice. Oh my goodness. Like breakfast?
Hello, sunshines. It's Saturday, the 6th of September. Did I even teach if there's no binder clip on my sweater or hoodie? Probably not. Ty, it's been a long week. I'm very tired. And this weekend is not restful. This weekend is full of mom duties. So it's fine. It's fine. I'm feeling very, very overwhelmed with mom duties because my littlest kiddo just started high school this past week, and like that's just so different. So different, not bad, just different. And then my oldest kiddo is going to start driver's training this coming week. And so like there's all this stuff that we have to do this weekend for that. And also, why do I have to go to the first session of driver's training, which is done via Zoom. And I have to do that. I have to go to the first session on Monday night. I have to be there from 6:45 p.m. until 9:15 p.m. That's after my bedtime. Not a fan. I'm not a fan. But it is what it is. It's fine. You gotta do what you gotta do in mom life. But let's talk about knitting life. So this is the thigh high for my oldest kiddo, and the last time you saw it, I was up here. I had just switched to 9-inch circulars, and I am at the heel, so this sock is so close to done, which is very exciting. Ideally, I will finish the sock in the coming week. Do I know that that's what's going to happen? No. But am I going to try really, really hard to make that happen? I mean, really, really hard is probably an exaggeration. But am I going to try to make that happen? Absolutely. This is the sock for my little daughter. made out of the Fiber Nymph Dye Works. What is this? Fungi Pie colorway. And I'm on the heel for that. So I'm almost done with the heel flap. I have 4 more rows to go on the heel flap for this, and then heel turn and pick up the gusset. So this has been doing really, really well as classroom knitting. Just walking around doing a row here or there as I'm walking around, maybe around here or there while I'm waiting for my classes to show up because sometimes they're late. And I have this sock from the 2023 Cozy Knitter Advent, and it's been sitting for a week. I need to finish the toe. There's probably definitely less than 10 rounds to go on this sock. I would say probably about 5, but I don't exactly remember where I set it down last week. I just, knit what I knit and then got lazy. Not got lazy. I just set it aside and didn't have mental space for the toe this week because I've barely been doing any knitting after school. So I'm going to finish this today. It's going to happen today. And hopefully that heel will also be finished on my little kiddo sock today. Maybe the heel on my big kiddo sock today. I don't know, but we have eye doctor appointments today, so I can't promise that I'll get all that done. Okay, sunshines, it's Saturday afternoon. I finished the sock. It was literally 5 rounds. Ridiculous. So I finished it. All of the ends are woven in, and I've even cast on the next Advent Mini. This is the Cozy Knitter. Is that right? Yeah, Advent 2024, I think. And yeah, this is 2024 because this was 2023. The black is Knit Pick Stroll, and I just cast it on just so it's started. I finished the heel in the Fungi Pie sock, so now there's only 1 strand attached. And I would like to get it not necessarily through the gusset, but get the gusset established before school on Monday. I didn't bring my oldest kiddo's socks in. I took them in the car when we went to eye exams today, and it's still there. But I did finally cast on the leg warmers that I want to make for my littlest. So I did finally get that started. So now I can actually be a project instead of be something that I want to start that's just waiting.
Hello, sunshines. Happy Saturday, the 13th of September. How are you? It's been a very busy week here. Very busy. My oldest kiddo started driver's training, which means a lot of that is happening, a lot of mom duties there. My youngest kiddo performed at her school assembly yesterday, which was really, really cool. My oldest starts up, they're a zombie at a haunted hayride. And so their first day is tonight. So it's just a lot of mom duties going around, not a ton of crafting time. However, I do have some goals for this weekend. First up, what I'm not going to show you is my Yarny YouTube hop project is dangerously close to being finished. I am planning on finishing it today. That is my goal. Although I'm going to take, for the first time ever in my life, I'm going to take some Dayquil because I have a cold kind of, and I'm fine if I have a cold, but my boyfriend is a big man baby if he gets sick. So we're really trying to not let him get sick. So I'm going to try some Dayquil. I grew up in a house where we didn't really take medicine, so the idea of taking medicine is very strange to me. But I'm going to take some today, so we'll see how that affects me because I've never had it before. Anyway, I am very, very close to finished on the first thigh-high sock for my oldest kiddo. I have just under 60 rounds to go, and then the toe. I feel like I could also finish this today, depending on how the Dayquil affects me. If the Dayquil like makes me feel really like blah, then it's no good. I might, like, energy wise, I feel fine, but I'm congested. So yeah, we'll see. But I'd really like to finish this today. And then the giant worm, I have knit. Last time I checked in with you about it, I said I was going to add some like reverse stockinette panels. I did that, and it is ready for the decreases. So I just have to stuff this and do the decreases. So I'm going to do this today also, or this weekend. Ideally, I would like all three of them to be done today. So it is, I think it's right around 10 a.m. Wish me luck. I'll check in this evening. Hey, sunshines. It's Monday, the 15th of September, and I really thought I was going to come back, before the weekend was over and show you that I finished the worm, but I didn't. But here it is. I'm trying to decide if I want to put a face on it or not. I don't know. It's kind of lumpy. This took almost a full, like the batting from a full comforter, like a full-size comforter. It's a lot of batting, but that's what I had to stuff it with. I had a comforter that we didn't use anymore. So yeah, there's the worm. I did also finish the secret project. It's drying still. And I finished the first thigh high, but I took it to work. So I'll show you tomorrow maybe. But yeah, good job me this weekend. Proud. I'm so proud. Hey, sunshines. It is Tuesday the 16th of, where are we, September. I didn't bring my bowls into school. I don't really like eating off of paper plates or out of paper bowls or anything, so I like bring real plates and bowls. But I forgot to bring my clean dishes in to school. So I couldn't make myself soup, which is what I usually have for lunch because I'm a creature of habit. But it's okay because happy National Guacamole Day. So they had chips and cheese and some guacamole for us to have. Anyway, I told you I would show you the sock. It is finished, but the ends need to be woven in. So I'm going to leave this project here for the week. I'm not going to take it home on the nights. But my plan is to weave in like 2 ends a day and then start the knitting for my lunchtime knitting, which is going to be the second thigh high. Unreasonably, I really want to finish the second thigh high this month. I don't think that's actually possible, but it would be really cool if I could. So I'm going to try really hard. Hello, sunshines. It's Wednesday, the 17th of September, and I kind of feel like I can finish this project for my kiddo this month. So I don't have that much left to go. I have the foot, which is a toe, 5 stripes, and then I have heel flap and gusset. Obviously, I'm counting backwards. These 4 stripes right here are knit on a smaller, so everything from these stripes down are knit on a US 0. And it's only, I think, 68 stitches versus much more on these. So I have to finish this black stripe right here. There's only 4 rounds. Do this whole orange stripe, and then at the start of this black stripe, I decrease a bunch of stitches. And then at this stripe, I change the needle size. In the past 2 days, I did this whole stripe and, day and a half, I guess. The past 24 hours, really. I did this whole stripe and almost finished this stripe. So this feels really, really doable by the end of the month. But also, I finished my pocket knitting for school yesterday. I was working on a sock that I'll put in a picture here. It's the Fungi Pie colorway. And so I cast on
the fingerless mitt. The fingerless mitts are, I think they're 18 stripes. So a lot of knitting, but I don't know, I feel kind of hopeful. I have about half of the month to go, just under, but I think I can do it if I really, really focus on it. I think I can finish this project, which would be really cool because I'm getting really close to having most of my crafty goals, my bingo board filled out, and I want it filled out. Hello, sunshines. It's Thursday. It's after school. I just picked up some new glasses. I think I like them. They're wider than my old frames though, so none of my sunglasses fit over them. So I have a conundrum of like, and I don't think I can find the sunglasses that I like even wider, because I think I found all of the widest of them. So I don't know if I'm just gonna keep my old glasses in my car so that I can have them to put the drive with my sunglasses over them. I don't know, because I really can't do sunshine like at all. Anyway, I am in the car at the ice arena because that's where my kid gets picked up to and from driving, and I'm sorry if you can hear that siren in the background. I guess I can pause for a minute. Okay, so I'm in the parking lot and I am about to finish Emily Wilde's Map of the Other Lands, which I have very, very much enjoyed. It's by Heather Fawcett. It's about, it's the second book in I believe it's going to be a trilogy. I heard someone say it's going to be a trilogy. I don't know if that's true. I heard someone else say it on their vlog. So possibly the second book in a trilogy, possibly the second book in a series. I have like 10 or 15 pages left. And then I'm going to start a new book, but I'll talk about that when I get into it. I'm really, really enjoying it. It's kind of a period piece-ish, but not really. But it reads kind of like a period piece, except not like clunky. I tend to find historical classics kind of clunky. But this is just, I don't know. I like it very, very much. And I'm also knitting, of course. I don't know why I grabbed the first thigh high. That was an accident. That wasn't intentional, but maybe I'll weave in the ends while I'm sitting here. Maybe not. Because I did just finish the last, where was I? Last time you saw it, it was here. So I've put on 2 stripes since, was that yesterday? That would make sense. My boyfriend and I have been watching Hamilton. We don't get to hang out in like super long chunks of time right now because I'm very busy momming. So we watched Hamilton over 2 sittings, 3 sittings, 2 or 3. Anyway, so obviously I was knitting. I did the stripe where I did a lot of decreases. So now I need to put this on size 0 circulars, and then I think it's 4 stripes and then the heel. This seems, I'm definitely finishing this before the end of the month. I'm definitely finishing this the second sock, so that's really exciting. But I've also started the fingerless mitt. Did I start this yesterday? What is time? It's all made up. But I have the cuff around the hand done. I have the first stripe. So, and there's 18 stripes in the mitts. So 2 out of 18. I'm 1/9 done. So more than 10%. I think it's doable. I really think I can finish this before the end of the month. I'm going to try. Hey, sunshines. It's Saturday, the 20th of September, and let's do a really quick check-in. Last time you saw this, I had to do the 4 stripes for the leg of the sock, and now I'm in the heel flap. I have 2 rows to go, or no, 4 rows to go. 2 passes, I guess, to go on it, and then the heel turn and picking up the gusset stitches. Totally doing all of that today because it's only just before noon. I don't think I'm gonna get this sock done this weekend, but like I'm gonna get so super close because the foot is stockinette, so there's no ribbing, but it is still a bigger foot size. Like it's more stitches, a lot more stitches. Well, it's 68 stitches instead of 56 stitches, which I do for my socks. So, you know, it is a bigger foot and it's longer too, but whatever. But what I'm really here about is I got a text last night from one of my coworkers, and she was like, "Hey, my daughter has extra tickets for this concert tomorrow," which is today. "Would you want to go?" Yes. But since I wasn't planning on going to this concert, I don't have concert knitting. I mean, like I can take this. This is the fingerless mitt. I needed the stitch marker, so I don't know where it was when you saw it earlier this week. I can take this, but then I'm taking like multiple colors of yarn, and I have them, except for the black ball, I have them pinned with stitch markers on the inside, so like they won't go everywhere. So do I want to take this, which I feel like I should take because it is the goal this month to finish this? Or I've also been working on my car sock because it was, I think it was like here yesterday, and I was like, oh, I can finish out this stripe and this stripe and I'll be done with the repeat. Or whatever. There weren't very many stripes left in the repeat, and that's where I wanted to do the leg. So I wanted to throw the heel on anyway, just so that it's in the car. And so when I pick it up, when I'm waiting for my kids in the car, if I don't have a project with me, or if I'm waiting for the train, because like that can be anywhere from 2 to 7 minutes of just sitting there, it'll just be stockinette in the round. So I don't know which one of these I want to take tonight. I haven't decided, but I'm going to a concert and I'm really excited to go. I'm very excited to go. I'm going with my boyfriend, and he's never been to this venue before, and so that's really cool. I'm really excited. Hey, sunshines. It's Monday the 22nd, and I just finished the second sock. I had 2 rounds to go last night, and I just didn't have it in me. 2 rounds and a Kitchener. But the sock is finished, so it's going to live at school so I can weave in the rest of the ends. I think I have like half of the ends woven in on this one, which is fine. But I'm feeling really, really good about the possibility of finishing this whole project by the end of the month, because I have all this dog fur. I have this fingerless mitt, and it's 6 rounds complete, so it's a third of the way there, and now I'm not going to be focusing on the sock anymore. So I feel really confident that even having to get 18 stripes on this fingerless mitt and having to do another fingerless mitt, I feel pretty confident I can do that in 8 days, especially since my secret sweater has been done for a minute. Hello, sunshines. Don't be disturbed by my shoe on the ground. I don't wear my shoes at lunch. Anyway, it's Friday. I'm so tired. I just finished weaving in the ends on the second sock, so yay, I can give those to my kiddo to wear to work tonight. And this is just going to take me forever. Should it take me forever? It's not.
I have 5 stripes to go on this fingerless mitt. So maybe I can finish the first fingerless mitt by the end of September and get started on the second one. I just don't know what's going on because last week I had way more energy than I do this week. This week I'm just like, I was so tired every day and I was so cranky, and it's not my period coming up, so I'm just, I don't know, I'm just low energy, which means lower than normal knitting energy. We'll see. We'll see if I can finish it by the end of the month. I'm gonna try. I'm really gonna try. Hey sunshines, it's Saturday the 27th. Yes, 27th of September. Monday is my sister's birthday. Very exciting. But I have a busy weekend. So I am going to come in and we're going to talk about all of my September projects. Just a quick glimpse because you've seen, a little bit of progress on a few things, but I'm going to talk about everything because I have worked on everything this month. First up, I'm working on my kiddo's fingerless mitt. It's the first one. I am on the 17th of 18 stripes. So I'm gonna finish this mitt today and hopefully cast on the other one. That is the plan, the goal. It is going to happen. I refuse for anything less to happen. So yes, very close to finished on the first fingerless mitt, which is really exciting. And so after this clip, this longer clip, there will be a clip at the end just of where I get to on the fingerless mitts. Also, I'm going to do Vlogtober, I think. I have 2 projects in mind that I really, really want to work on during October because I would like to send them out in November. And I don't know. I think it might be nice to do Vlogtober. Probably not every day, probably like 2 to 3 day vlogs. But anyway, so I'll be finishing up this project for sure in October. So that'll be one of the things that's not one of the 2 projects. But the yarn that I used on this is Cattails yarn in Gleeman's Cloak for the orange, and the black is Knit Picks Stroll in black. This sock is a Patton's Croy in, I don't know the colorway. I'll take a picture of the other label and put it in. And I am about halfway down the foot. It's just my car project, so it lives in my car for when I get stopped by the train, which has happened several times in the past 10 days. And I also took it to the concert that I went to last weekend. So exciting that this is going to be a half of a pair of socks very, very soon, sometime in October for sure. The only other thing that I have out right now to show you is, I can't remember if I showed you or not, that I made like a little kind of owly thing using this skirt. I know I showed you that I started it. I don't know if I showed you that I finished the sewing of the wings on. And so I made a little, what is this? Pupil? A little pupil. I'd like to get that owl finished in October. We'll see. And then I have all of these projects that I have made progress on in the past month, but haven't showed you. So let's just pull it all out. I started my daughter's leg warmer. It's not very impressive. It doesn't look like anything. It's it's going to be the inside of the fold over hem of the top of the leg warmer, but it started. So it's no longer just sitting there mocking me. I have this blanket. I have the Totoro blanket, the Starry Night Totoro blanket, and I got too excited and did 2 squares in the wrong place. So I'm not going to fully rip them out, but I am going to rip back on this square, it's going to be these 2 sides, and on this square, it's just going to be this side.
and move them to where they need to be. But the Starry Night Totoro blanket, I'm using scraps of yellow and orange yarns right now to make it, and it's a babillion squares, and I'm annoyed with myself for like getting too excited, but also I was excited to work on it, so mistakes happen, and it's not like it's irreparable, and it's not going to take that much time to fix it. Ooh, I have a scrappy blanket that I've put in a fair bit of work on. I started attaching the 2023 Cozy Knitter Advent yarn to this blanket. So this has other Cozy Knitter Advent yarns on. I don't know what years, but it's just fun to have a strip that's just the Cozy Knitter yarn, and I'm really enjoying that. I will have to see when I get close to the end of this fall. I'll have to see how long this strip is and how close I am to the end of this strip, but that's really enjoyable, and it's really, really mindless, but it's fun to have picked up my bias strip blanket this month because I don't work on it a lot, and I think it's going to be so beautiful when it's finished. But, you know, I have 10 scrappy blankets going right now or something like that. In my 31 bag, I have multiple projects. So one, I finished the first sock of the fungi pie pair, and I've yet to cast on the second. So that'll be coming in October, hopefully. I have, what do I have in here? Oh, yes. The second sock that is a test knit for Alendra Knits. My first one is green and gray. It uses minis. Second sock coming in October, hopefully. Yeah. I don't know. It's not that I have second sock syndrome, because it's not like I don't want to work on the socks. It's just that other things have become higher priority in my brain. So I don't know. I feel like when people talk about second sock syndrome, it's that they don't want to knit the thing. I do want to knit the thing. I do want this second sock, but the fingerless mitts are more important. And my October projects are going to be more important immediately. I have the second scrappy thigh high for my oldest kiddo started. So this is just Knit Picks Dogwood Heather Knit Picks Dogwood Heather, and this is going to be the part that folds over, so not exciting, but started. I have my 2024 Advent sock started, and I feel like I made so much progress since the last time you saw it. It's getting so big. I'm not even halfway through the leg, but I made pretty good progress because every other round is heavily patterned. It's heavily, like every other stitch you're doing something. So more than every other stitch? I don't know. It's a lot. Every patterned round is a lot of patterning, and then you have a rest round. So I don't need this to be done anytime soon, but you know, I would like all of these projects done by the end of the year. I don't know if that's realistic. And here is my kiddo's first scrappy thigh high. I think, yeah, I was here last time you saw it, so I haven't done a lot this month. I think that once I get the fingerless mitts done, and then I want to knit a pair of socks in October. Once I get those two things done, I think that this will probably be the focus project, because it's just so very autumnal with these are the colors that are going to be used. So like, it's just autumn, right? It's just autumn. It's going to be beautiful and lovely to work on. So I think that's likely going to be the next focus project, but I can't say that for sure. And last up on my roster, I guess, of projects that I'm actively-ish working on is my sister's cowl. So I've knit that much this month, which isn't a lot, but an inch is better than nothing.
So yeah, I'm enjoying having these projects that I work on just on the weekend, just a little bit every weekend. It's really, really working out for me. And then having like my focus project during the week because yeah, I don't know, that system's just working out well for me right now at school. I will show you the yarn that I want to use in October. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, scissors. Let go, please. Thank you. Isn't it beautiful? This is a minis set that I've had forever. And I think that I want to make, well, I know that I want to make something for my aunt using it because she said she likes neutrals and she likes orange. And I think this is so beautiful. I don't wear orange, but she does. So I don't know. I'm thinking like a cowl or a shawlette sort of thing. It's more than 100 grams, but it's not, but it's less than 200. I think. Do I have I have the tag right here. Okay, it's 450 yards total. It's a paint box set by Fiber Optic Yarns. It's the Steampunk Gradient. I totally got it because of the name. It's so beautiful. So I need to figure out what I want to make with her because I kind of want to do it like a Advent style calendar thing. My thought is using one mini every 2 days. But I need to figure out what that's going to look like. Is it going to just be a tube cowl? Is it going to be a shawlette? I don't know. Kind of toying between like a boneyard-esque style shawl and doing a cowl in the round. Either way, I think that I'm probably going to hold the yarn double, but like, even though it's in a gradient and like it fades to each other, I'll probably split it here and have it not have the orange and gray in the middle like that. I'll probably like start with the orange and end with the gray. Either way though, I kind of want it to transition, fade from one color to the next. So hold the yarn double and overlap the end of one yarn with the beginning of another yarn. So I don't know. Shawl or cowl. I haven't decided, but that's what I'm going to work on. All right. My next clip will be wrapping it up. Oh, wait. Before we go to that clip, I'm reading Phoenix Flame, which is the second book in the Havenfall series. I think it's going to be a series. And Havenfall is a book that I read, I think it was last year, and it's about Havenfall. Haven is an inn where like a bunch of realms interact. So Haven is in modern day Colorado. But like there's other magical realms kind of, I guess. Humans don't have magic, but the other realms do. And Haven, for whatever reason, is a place where they can all, like people from all the realms can gather without being hurt by the atmosphere or something. It's kind of a nexus point because if humans were to travel into a different realm, they would start getting sick and like their bodies would start fighting themselves. Same thing if anybody from the other realms went further into Colorado than Haven. So that's where the first book is. The second book follows up with more magical lore, which is really interesting. Did I tell you that I finished Emily Wilde's Map of the Other Worlds? Because I did, and it was really enjoyable, and I really, really like that she goes into fairy. Spoiler, not spoiler. I feel like it's understood from the beginning of the book that she's going to at some point. I like that the time in fairy, she becomes an unreliable narrator because that makes so much sense to me for a human to be in fairy to then be unreliable about their own thoughts. Hey, sunshines, it's Monday the 29th, and here's the second mitt. I am on the 8th stripe, is that right? No, I'm on the 9th stripe, so I'm quickly approaching the halfway mark because once I finish this stripe, I will be halfway done, which is exciting. I only have this much orange yarn left. So I don't know if that will get me through another orange stripe. I don't know if it'll be an orange stripe and just a little bit left. So I've talked to my oldest kiddo because I do not have any more of this orange, and I don't want to buy a whole skein of yarn to finish out half of a project. So I talked to my oldest kiddo. I had another cattails yarn that is it feels similar to this orange, like it's like a kind of goldy-ish orange, and it's got like, instead of how this orange has like brown through it, it kind of has like a browny green color through it. And so I was like, well, I have this that I could use, or I can just make the rest of it black. My kiddo has opted for the rest of it black. So that's kind of nice because then I don't have to change yarn color. I don't have to like be counting for those 15 rounds, but also it's black yarn. So the other thing about this mitt is, do you see how that ribbing is kind of messed up there? So I took this to the concert last night and I knit in between sets, but I also knit while I was standing up and dancing around a little bit. Like, if I wasn't dancing, if I wasn't going crazy, I was knitting. Obviously, when I was like all into the music, I was not knitting. But I went and saw, the first band was Under Oath. The second band was Rise Against, who I was so excited to see. And then the final band was Papa Roach, who I had not seen before. And so I did this black stripe during Rise Against, and I think I did the orange stripe during Under Oath. I don't remember where I was yesterday, but I have a picture of it from before the concert, so I'll put that in here. And then Papa Roach came on, and I was like, oh, maybe I should put it down because it's not stuck in it. And I was like, no, it's fine. And clearly it's fine. I'm not changing it. I could have ripped it out. I thought for a second about ripping it out, but I did not. I did knit 2 extra rounds while I was in the car on the ride home. So I did tink those 2 back, but I'm just leaving it. And even though it's going to my kiddo, first of all, my kiddo probably won't care or notice. But second of all, it's just a little commemoration of the concert. So it's good. Do I think I can finish this by tomorrow night? No, but am I going to get as far as possible on it? Yes, I am. Hey, sunshines. It is Tuesday evening. It's the 30th of September. And just a quick update about the mitt. So this is the halfway point. Yeah, that's the halfway point. And this is going to be the last orange stripe. So a little more than half of this mitt is going to be striped. I have 120 rounds of black 3x2 ribbing to go at 70 stitches. So maybe I can get it done this week. Maybe. But definitely not this month. But you know what? I'm okay with that amount of progress. That's actually pretty great. I also finished reading Phoenix Flame, which, I don't know, it felt cliffhangery kind of. So there's, I'm sure, going to be another one. Oh, my nose is itchy. It's not my favorite thing I've ever read, but I don't hate it. I am going to start a new book tonight, but I'm not going to tell you about it until Vlogtober. So I'm excited about that. Yay, Vlogtober. I just recorded stuff for day 0. I hope it turns out as cute as I think it's going to be. Day 0 is just going to be really short, just kind of like this is what I'm thinking for the month. But you'll see that tomorrow. So I guess I'm going to sign off for September. I hope that October brings the autumn vibes. Like, I would like some cooler days. It would be great. I will see you again so soon. Bye for now, friends. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all of the YouTube-y things for engagement purposes. And come back tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 0. Not Vlogmas, Vlogtober Day 0. See you then.